Welcome to Demolition Worker. Today we explore the incredible engineering behind bringing down massive aging cooling towers in old industrial zones. These towering concrete giants have faithfully served their purpose for decades, but now they stand as decaying relics needing safe removal. Located deep within Iran, these dilapidated energy facilities require urgent dismantling to pave the way for modern, efficient power generation systems. The sheer scale of these cooling towers presents a monumental challenge for any demolition crew tasked with bringing them down safely. You cannot simply blow up structures of this immense magnitude without a meticulously calculated plan to protect the surrounding industrial infrastructure. Every single structural weakness must be carefully analyzed by skilled engineers before any heavy machinery even arrives at the demolition site. Advanced drone technology provides our team with high-resolution aerial surveys, revealing hidden cracks and critical stress points across the concrete. The primary objective is to execute a flawless directional demolition, ensuring the colossal tower collapses neatly into its own exact center. This specialized technique prevents hazardous debris from flying outward, completely eliminating the risk of catastrophic damage to nearby operational power plants. Achieving this perfect inward collapse requires absolute precision in weakening the massive concrete base that supports thousands of tons of weight. Workers begin by systematically removing non-essential exterior components, stripping the giant cooling tower down to its absolute bare structural concrete skeleton. Heavy excavators equipped with powerful hydraulic breakers arrive on site, ready to begin the arduous process of chipping away solid concrete. The base of the tower features a complex network of diagonal support columns that distribute the massive weight evenly across ground. Engineers mark specific columns with bright spray paint, indicating exactly where the demolition crews need to make their strategic structural cuts. By selectively destroying these critical support pillars, the team creates an intentional imbalance that will guide the massive tower straight down. This methodical trimming process is incredibly dangerous, requiring workers to operate heavy machinery directly underneath thousands of tons of weakened concrete. Safety protocols are strictly enforced at all times, ensuring every single worker remains safely outside the designated hazard zone during operations. Specialized remote-controlled demolition robots are deployed to handle the most perilous cutting tasks, keeping human operators safely out of harm. These agile machines use diamond-tipped saws to slice through thick steel reinforcements, further compromising the structural integrity of the base. As the support columns are systematically weakened, the immense gravitational pressure begins to take its toll on the aging concrete structure. Microphones strategically placed around the site capture the eerie groaning sounds of stressed metal and cracking concrete echoing through the air. The engineering team constantly monitors real-time data from laser sensors, tracking any microscopic shifts in the massive cooling tower above. Before the final phase can begin, massive water cannons are positioned in a wide circle entirely surrounding the entire demolition zone. These powerful cannons will generate a dense, controlled mist designed to capture and suppress the massive dust cloud during the collapse. Environmental protection is a top priority, and this innovative misting system prevents harmful concrete dust from drifting into nearby residential areas. With the base sufficiently weakened, the demolition experts begin drilling precise holes into the remaining support columns for the explosive charges. Each hole is carefully measured and angled to ensure the explosive force is directed perfectly inward toward the center of gravity. Highly trained technicians carefully load the specialized dynamite into the drilled cavities, wiring them together in a complex, synchronized detonation sequence. The timing of each explosion is calculated down to the millisecond, designed to remove the final supports in a cascading wave. This cascading detonation ensures the tower loses its structural foundation evenly, forcing the entire massive structure to fall vertically upon itself. To visualize this complex process, we utilize cutting-edge artificial intelligence simulations to predict the exact trajectory of the falling tower. AIVO software analyzes the structural data, rendering a highly detailed virtual model of the cooling tower and its weakened base. The simulation clearly demonstrates how the precise trimming of the concrete base perfectly dictates the inward collapse of the entire structure. Watching the virtual tower crumble into its own footprint gives the engineering team absolute confidence in their meticulously crafted demolition plan. The sun begins to set over the Iranian industrial zone, casting long, dramatic shadows across the scarred concrete of the tower. Final safety inspections are conducted under the glow of powerful floodlights, ensuring every explosive charge is securely wired and ready today. The entire demolition site is completely evacuated, with all personnel retreating to a heavily fortified command bunker located safely far away. Tension builds inside the command center as the lead engineer initiates the final automated countdown sequence for the massive structural demolition. The powerful water cannons roar to life, blasting thousands of gallons of water into the air to create a thick mist. This artificial fog completely envelops the base of the cooling tower, preparing to swallow the impending shockwave and massive dust cloud. 10 seconds remain on the clock, and a heavy silence falls over the observation deck as everyone holds their collective breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The firing button is pressed, sending a rapid electrical current racing toward the waiting explosive charges. A series of sharp, deafening cracks echoes across the industrial landscape as the synchronized explosives detonate in perfect, rapid-fire succession. Bright flashes of orange light briefly illuminate the thick mist as the remaining concrete support columns are instantly vaporized into dust. For a split second, the colossal cooling tower appears to float suspended in midair, completely severed from its earthly concrete foundation. Then, gravity takes absolute control. The massive concrete giant begins its inevitable descent, plunging straight down into the swirling white mist. The perfectly executed directional demolition performs exactly as planned, with the outer walls folding neatly inward toward the hollow center core. Thousands of tons of concrete and steel crash violently into the earth, generating a massive seismic tremor that shakes the ground. The deafening roar of the collapse is absolutely overwhelming, sounding like a powerful thunderstorm erupting directly inside the old industrial zone. A colossal shockwave of displaced air violently pushes the controlled mist outward, creating a spectacular visual display of raw mechanical power. Thanks to the carefully positioned water cannons, the massive plume of concrete dust is immediately suppressed and contained within the perimeter. As the thick mist slowly begins to clear, the true success of this incredible engineering feat is finally revealed to everyone. Where a towering concrete giant once dominated the skyline, only a neat, compact pile of shattered rubble now remains on site. The directional collapse was executed with such flawless precision that not a single piece of debris landed outside the designated zone. Nearby operational facilities remain completely untouched, proving the incredible effectiveness of modern, scientifically calculated demolition techniques in dense industrial energy environments. The engineers emerge from the command bunker, exchanging triumphant handshakes and smiles as they survey the perfectly contained mountain of debris. However, bringing the massive tower down is only the very first step in this comprehensive industrial site rehabilitation and cleaning process. Now, an army of heavy excavators and massive dump trucks rolls into the demolition zone to begin the monumental cleanup effort. These powerful machines feature reinforced steel cabins to protect operators from any sharp, jagged pieces of twisted metal and heavy concrete. Giant hydraulic shears easily slice through the thick steel reinforcement bars, separating the valuable scrap metal from the crushed concrete rubble. Recycling plays a massive role in modern demolition, ensuring that thousands of tons of steel are salvaged and melted down again. The crushed concrete is also carefully processed on site, broken down into smaller gravel aggregates that can be reused for construction. This sustainable approach dramatically reduces environmental waste and provides essential building materials for the upcoming reconstruction phases in the industrial zone. Day and night, the dedicated cleanup crews work tirelessly to clear the massive pile of debris from the old energy facility. Bright stadium lights illuminate the bustling worksite, transforming the dark industrial landscape into a highly coordinated symphony of heavy machinery. Every single truckload of debris removed brings this vital Iranian industrial sector one step closer to its ultimate rebirth and modernization. The sheer volume of material requires weeks of continuous, grueling labor, but the experienced demolition team remains entirely focused and determined. Slowly but surely, the massive mountain of rubble is completely cleared away, revealing the flat, bare earth hidden beneath the ruins. Ground-penetrating radar is utilized to thoroughly scan the cleared site, ensuring no hidden subterranean structural hazards remain buried underground today. With the old cooling tower completely erased from existence, the valuable land is officially declared safe and ready for new development. This successfully cleared space will soon become the foundation for a brand new, highly advanced power generation facility in the region. Modern energy infrastructure is desperately needed to support the rapidly growing industrial demands and residential needs across the entire Iranian nation. The removal of these obsolete, dangerous structures is a critical milestone in the ambitious journey toward energy independence and economic revitalization. New, incredibly efficient power plants will soon rise from these ashes, providing clean and reliable electricity to millions of grateful households. This massive transformation highlights the profound importance of professional demolition work in paving the way for future technological and societal progress. Without the courage and expertise of these specialized engineers, aging industrial zones would forever remain dangerous, unusable wastelands of decaying concrete. We take immense pride in showcasing the incredible dedication and scientific precision required to execute these monumental engineering feats safely every day. The controlled mist, the perfectly timed explosions, and the massive mechanical cleanup all represent the absolute pinnacle of modern demolition technology. Watching a colossal cooling tower fall perfectly into its own footprint is a testament to human ingenuity and careful mathematical planning. It is a powerful reminder that sometimes we must expertly tear down the past in order to build a brighter future. The successful demolition of these Iranian cooling towers serves as a perfect case study for similar industrial cleanup projects worldwide today. Engineers from across the globe closely study these advanced directional collapse techniques to improve safety standards in their own demolition operations. As we look across the now empty expanse of land, it is incredibly hard to imagine the massive structures once here. The landscape has been completely transformed, wiped clean, and prepared for the next exciting chapter of industrial energy production and innovation. Soon, the quiet hum of modern generators will completely replace the deafening roar of crashing concrete and explosive demolition charges here. This vital transition from decaying relics to cutting-edge power facilities represents a massive victory for both engineering and environmental restoration. The millions of Iranian families who will soon receive reliable electricity owe a small debt to the brave demolition crews today. Their tireless, dangerous work directly enables the rapid construction of the vital infrastructure needed to power modern civilization into the future. We hope you have enjoyed this deep dive into the fascinating high-stakes world of industrial cooling tower demolition and removal. The intricate process of trimming the concrete base and engineering a perfect inward collapse is truly a marvel of modern science. Artificial intelligence tools like AIVO will only continue to make these complex demolition projects even safer and more predictable tomorrow. As technology rapidly advances, the incredible power and precision of the demolition industry will undoubtedly reach fascinating new heights of efficiency. We will always be here to document these breathtaking displays of mechanical power and structural engineering for your viewing pleasure continuously. Please remember to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more incredible structural takedowns and massive heavy machinery action. Share this exciting video with your friends who love witnessing the raw, unbridled power of perfectly executed industrial demolition projects worldwide. Leave a comment below telling us which massive structure you would absolutely love to see our expert team bring down next. Thank you so much for watching Demolition Worker today, and we will definitely see you next time for another explosive adventure.